Hello there, this is the project for History 210 for Audrey McCurdy. I'd like to apologize a little if you hear just some background noise. I've got two dogs and a cat with me. But anyways, let's begin. So this is my site. I decided to do my project on colonialism and its effects on Africa, and with a primary focus on the economy in Africa. When discussing this topic in class, I was very interested. I originally had a different topic, but lost interest as the semester went on because of the relativity of it to today. And so this topic seemed more relative to what's going on in our world, considering that colonialism had a lasting effect on Africa and its economy. My intended audience for this website would be mostly anyone above, that has a reading level to read this, but anyone who's interested in just learning and finding sources about colonialism and the effect it had on Africa. So on my homepage, I have the video about colonialism. A few people talk and just shared their perspectives on colonialism and the impact it had, not necessarily about the economy, but just to give anyone who's exploring this topic for the first time a short glimpse into the different opinions about colonialism and its impact on Africa. And on my About page, I have an introduction about myself and about why I chose this topic and about what you'll find on the website. I chose this theme. It was the one that worked best with the text I had. I know it's fairly simple, but the other themes were jumbling up the text and it made it very hard to read. So I wanted to make sure that my site you could read it so that people visiting could read it. So these are my items. I have 14 because I added 2 images to apply to different sites, but these are the sources and the items I used. So you can click to the next page. Each of them has 3 tags, and the majority of them, I found a lot of theses about this topic and about grad students or professors discussing the economy in Africa and what has been affected by. I also have a few general articles on here that are about just colonialism in Africa in general. And then I also included a map that shows the scramble for Africa and a few images. For my exhibit, the way I decided to organize it, I have 2 kind of bigger exhibits. So one called The Scramble for Africa that gives a general introduction to the topic of European settlement in Africa. And so there's the map link right there, but if you click on more information, it'll take you to the 2 articles and give you the sources you need to figure or to look at that, I guess. So those both are on there. That one's just a general introduction. And then for the second one, this one called Impact of Colonialism, there's going to be a lot more because this one includes all of the sources that wrote about the impact that colonialism had. So for example, this one takes us to a student from Our House University that discusses the effect that colonialism had on the development of Africa. So anyone who was looking to find sources could click on either of these and check it out. My sources for this one also got a little jumbled. There are 12 here, but the numbers are a little off. But they are the links to each of the websites I use. And then I also have my credit listed here, which is also a little jumbled, but History 210 and all of the discussions we had about colonialism and the book we used for this class called A History of Modern Africa by Reed. And then also I'm in a class about Europe during the Cold War where we occasionally discussed Europe's involvement in Africa over time. Not totally, but it did add some new perspective. And on the last page, I have my contact information. So this is my site. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that it is seen as useful. And that is all. Thank you for class, Dr. Gallen.